Mami mo bibiara kwa bashonko enfambra showdown jumedie so ewo Kumasi online TV, Friends of Ken TV, and a thick TV, meje di so body na daro me ya dia sabre ahode no ewo hono me na na ya sawa ne matina fidim ha me ho den sebe ma hwode anopa na nukoku do nhuro no ejina so a chese e ma machi ankasa na jesa ahode no edemu shonko be hye se onya subscribe ya obe subscribe e de ama me obe share video we ama onu bi ono so ebe share ede ama obi foforo na se ne dani de nyina no menemo edi juma no metuja ewa hanum sei no na wo so wo to wo de ede afa comment section na se ede ama me uwi a waka kire a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend say na ya se wa wajide dwa ani oba kukudo for oba no nsuro hwe say the assembly tero wo see the pain wa carry pain no ene days watna sia wode o my Ghana ho nsensem nyina no esom ye share na watwi yasi Monday me betena ha, Tuesday me betena ha, na Wednesday podie me di kan edit mani me no ada se mema communicators no akwanya mo ma ba beka me ho e wo fidie manim say na de ekoso e wo my Ghana no ya twetwe enkomo e de afa ho by this rather unfortunate say enne no communicators entumi embeka me nsa ewo halum senti mi ankasa mi mu no ena meji dwumedie ni nyina no edie sime na so na mede asommo se showdown dwumedie na enne nso da busu ye matwetwe nkomo ye bedi nkomo san se ene ma bebre na ekọ MPP amanyoko no wo ma ye changes saso ena Kennedy wo hene Japan akompreko the incoming flag bearer for the MPP amanyoko no 2028 and the incoming president of this country 2028 and then I am no say and I was submitted a nomination forms nebushia same kanipa akobodom pemo hono ma nyasam keto Kennedy de or dom amafo support no amafo ta nechi ankasa nenso no ye be konkremante mu neja de ekwoso e wa MPP amanyoko no wo party office no ya twetwe nkomo ede afon as I am speaking to you now no me catch you say Kennedy acha na by 1 o'clock na chese wa submitting the forms chese niema chese se dia amafo ezifa ekopie mu ho no me Kennedy nya baby mpo na wode ne nai esi but trust me say enter say me so dwumedie show na update amu hia nyina no na mede asomom mokai ablekuma rerun of election course so on the 11th of July 2025 chese ye sibrim hawa kumse na MPP amanyoko no ebi kwa wo mani ase papa ane onse me ka kire mo se ye minister for interior muntaka eyade a waka se enkrofo chese wo mudi nyamra semina no ye be hwe se ye du wo mu begina ban anim na ene asotwe biara chese se fata se ye de ma wo mu bia no ye de ama wo mu ene wo mu kopie mu ewo Accra High Circuit Court na wo mu kopie mu onom no enipa 8 aye grabe wo mu no each person bia no before say ye be granted the bill no e wo se wotumi etua 80,000 Ghana cedis with 2 sureties ane enipa 8 aje say na wo mu ye involved one anu wo mu di mu ntintima aye sibrim hawa kumsin ene Lloyd no sankrofo no e yade aje say court agrant wo mu bill with 80,000 Ghana cedis each saso ena 2 sureties they bia one surety sorry they be ametna fidie man say me wasem bi ameka say would the political party bi echi na de che ye de abaika we bi ehwe wonsa na ye de ukotwiri mu a e bia na wo firifie agese bi nemu e bia na wo firifie agese kapre mpo ya sem to ne ye ka so obi kura no embe 1000 Ghana cedis kura na enya dia wo mu benya wo bi to fo ma jesu wo mu koto webusua kokoo ana say efie ho no medan bi eda ho no wo mu siesie de mahan ansani yetumi de esie nipa ntiru ye nipa de sedi na so di politicians ye chi a aya no wa hwe wana motu ye aya no wa hwe abrabo a wo bo no wa hwe ni ye enkodi 1000 cedis ana 2000 cedis bia political party bi ye de be ma wunti na unkodi nsemu no at the end of the day each person 80,000 Ghana cedis ebushia enya asem ketwa saso ena achenkwa na abrantie ya wodi de juma e wo wuntumi TV helicopter crash ko so obetena ho be keka Kwasi asem keka kanse munu se ya man pedi Excellency John Dramani Mahama helicopter crash ajase ko soro yade a woni mu bi ne ho bo mu bi ntino osi etumi grabe ya man pedi just wo betra obekeka kansemfo ne sema emfa kwemu amiami mu matena hanom afaya in fact abrante no ebia kode ni so ankasa na nede ya me mo kase su no san su kopie mu wo court na ono su sika ajase dani tire so 100k ane enye sika keto 100k 10,000 ankasa na no akire no ohia two sureties na two sureties no yesi e wosasa nipa mienu na wo mu gire mo dia ma abrante nyina no wo mu ye obi achas wo ya abaye adwuma na ketua wo fom kura no e wo se eye 5,000 Ghana cedis nti sabre ya me mo kase dia chenkwana na se wonya obi ajase obema ne des 100k na onya nkrofo mienu so mo begire mu se sureties a month bia no mo je 5,000 Ghana cedis dia ende na chese ne ho so na ende so wo kwa ne se wo ko beka ne yele ho ene ne ma ho e wa age so no ma tonsa edi ne wanya obi a so dia emza je se ye piano ede ne ko hye nsawom abrante ekura de ne wansam de buhwem se maka ka ntenye fiasa na me ba be se madaje e wo ne ho meko so etufu wo ye yuta wesi so ni politician biechi na sebi unkonyanya mras ma branti ekura wakọ remand 2 weeks owie 2 weeks no wakọ dem nso be 2 weeks enya asem ketwa na wo hye wo kasa ye yanka the end of the day no akasa ne ema we nyina no enya dia ebeto na Randy Abbey so sabre ya me ne mo kase wono so esiu abronye DC ya ne abranti na nanim huhu ne sepafo ne so sagewo no ane eya dia chese Randy Abbey wono ena ye peni a chese woda Ghana Cocoa Board so we si abronye DC ankasa we si abronye DC atra na abefo ntentan fidie yi so akeka nsem bi achese enya nokure e de afa ne ho na allegations ni bi e say we si ya de Randy Abbey misuse eye public resources na wo wiensu a ende na anu ada wo so obi the report ba say Randy Abbey nkrofo achese no mo ye adwuma e wo Cocoa Board no wapam wo na wo mu nim nyansa wo na wo mu nim ade wo na adwuma wo ma ya wapam wo nyina de wo makwa kogu fie da bosumisu bia na wetua wo maka no wafa party for ede wo mo ababewura eye Cocoa Board adwuma ne mu na no na abronye DC a wo no so asem bia bekowu bia ma ne maache no wo no so beke bia on de jese de wise man in Ghana bia wo beso wo kire se wo evidence bia wo beso wo kire se asem na wo ka no eyade wo nim de wo ka papa inti allegations a wo make ye ede se Randy Abbey wo no so tebrim na ade na kwa kopie mu court we the defamation of character ankasa was want to be MSM di na wo fa wo hundi inti sika jesa sabre ya me no kase eda abronye ni tiri so eye 20 million Ghana cedis so far sabre ya me no kase de menye hu sa abronye di si ababo nti ababa respond but trust me say the moment update bia bebe bia no me ba betena fidie manum say na me de ni nyina no asomo mokai akweti aba election nso ebuhwa nyame yaruma September 2nd ebe koso no eno ada metina fidie maka chem se candidate ba ko a chese wo no ye friend ankoma ane wo gina de ma party ba ko a wo kire se onu kra de na document ni bi bia de aye ready anka wo gina e de ama Action People's Party na wahwe senka nkrofa wo mu wakwetia e de kokromoti ne beto aba e de ama no na hwekọ wie ekire no na isi apamene ya na sambre nkomotwetwe bi akoso a emre ekọ nanim no sa nkomotwetwe ni nyina no medan de di e de akirem saso e na another prophecy enra me the prophecy ba ko be shommo ene de ya me ne mo kase boot for boot o shamia baby biara wo bia no michia wo ankasa enne so nenta se me so djumedi so nebusua prophecy mu ode prophecy agese hu ankasa mesa so e dia baba sommo enta se me so ne de na agese prophecy no me dia pete honom e dia mamo na MPP amanyo kuo ne so no sabre ya me ne mo kase mbeka ya Kennedy ohene Japan beka asem nka wo mo album a edu mre se wo mo kwakoto aba e flag bearer wo mo use no e wo se wɔn tumi ɛyɛ nsesanye ɛwom wɔn de report by somewhere late last month say wɔn de wɔn gusu agye so wɔn de amanfo ɛka ho wɔn a ɛwɔ sɛ wɔn de kokromoti no ɛto aba ɛyi flag bearer ɛne de ya menemo ɛkasa esu de ɛyɛ ade a kyerɛ sɛ wɔn de foforo sokora no aba beto meno no wɔn fa free article 13 clause 1 and clause 11 na wɔn constitution no ɛna ɛkyerɛ sɛ wɔn national delegate conference anano ada wɔn yɛ ɛwɔ nkramantemu that is July 19 2025 no wɔn yɛ sɛ wɔn bɛyɛ nsesaye na saa bere ya menemo kasa nsesaye a wɔn ayɛ no ebi nie de edi kan ɛyɛ former regional and constituency executives nyame yɛ adom a wɔn bɛto abani bi members of the National Council of Elders ɛbɛto abani bi 30 members of the National Council of Patrons wɔn nso ɛbɛto abani bi ɛna past national officers wɔn bɛto abani bi na yɛkɔ mu nso a all former party card-bearing members of parliament, parliamentary candidates, ministers, deputy ministers, metropolitan, municipal and district chief executives, and MMDCs, and external branch executives. Sankrofoni nyinano. Eyadi awomdi kokromotino. Ebetua bani bi on the 31st of January 2025. Saso and a TESCON president. Each of the universities and say mechanism schools such as one my Ghana mu as and they accredited yajia to muno yadi as a school be a TESCON ewo mubiano nyame adoma one more president ebetua banom ebisaso and a national TESCON coordinators all regional TESCON coordinators and a one TESCON patron from each recognized institution one more ebetua banibi saso and a each regional council of elders 10 patrons from each region, 5 members from each constituency council of elders, and a 5 constituency patrons. Women yinano ediko kromotino ebetuaba on the 31st of January 2025. And all for officers that fall under the categories above requested. Say women yinano ebe submiti womudi na womo akwa register. Say the ebeya nyame ya aduma on the 31st of January 2026. Shua sankrofo nyina no ede kokromoti no ebeto abani binti in fact meka se Kennedy ohine Japan waye ade papa pesan se eye wono ena ede sansem we ba abonti a wo kire se album no e wo se yetumi biemu na enipa hodo na etumi eto abani binti ne mi hu se MP bi amanyoko no meka ne se so far eye ade a wo mu etie efutu ankasa ebusia video wo hono ma che se amafo e kire de etia wo mu do Kennedy na etia enede no akwa mu ewo MPP amajoko no wo party officer wo mo kire se kokromotinu jese wo mu di team so e de ama Kennedy ohine Japan wo mo kire se senye Kennedy a enya de a wo mo beto aba ebi e kire se sa buga bi a jese 2023 ye course no se MPP amanyoko no MPP mpenifo no se wo mu nim na sa buga na ekosu 2023 no wo mo sa so repeat sa buga na enya de a wo mu di kokromoti no ebeto aba 2028 en wo mo kire se wo kofa wo bi ba na se nipa na wo de ne ba ye no eya de a won nya de nipa na ade ne ba ye no wo bon wa there is no way se wo se wadaje se wo repeat sa nipa ne biom en de ma mi bi kura kasa ya je se wo kofa ade na se wo ton na ade na wo ni de bi esi wutiri so obi ento bia wo se otumi sesa won sa no enti sabre se MPP amanyoko ne sesa won nsa no de ende na de wo se efota se wo be lead no betumi bua wo na o my God afa ne ntuma pefra nipa ba akope that is Kennedy wo hene Japan ebi so kire se ne enti a wo mu do Kennedy a kire se enne wukuada wo megye wo ma de a wo mu ye nyina no aba be pie mu e wo MPP amanyoko no head office a wo mu be bua na Kennedy o hene Japan wetumi submit say any nomination forms they say Kennedy ya kukuduro ni Kennedy nchantro Kennedy nya corrupt Kennedy the assembly said yet no city pay no wakadi pay enu nti na wo nyina no wo manage Kennedy ho enne de ya menemo kase wo mo so wo mo ba support Kennedy ohine Japan wo mo se wo mo be ko suedi na chia kosi se ye beto aba no mo wie na no wo mo sre delegate re se eja mu na nyame ya adoma mo kwa akwoto aba aba na mo kwa akwoto no mo hwe ye no papa na man koye mistake and anu adamu koye ni bi nipa wo sefata se duru ho ba moto man no Kennedy ohine Japan na ene ebusua se ye himi asa emmonnwome fenta Kennedy echidie enye easy kame ho ne yenko na yenko hwe ye ni so ade emra sesia Usia just say and Nadia MPP Amanyoko the party office. Eho butu just say what Daniel butu and Kasa Kennedy supporters said we must fast storm honum no enyasem ketwa. Utie wa mokasa ni nyina na wa mo kire say Kennedy ohine Japan ye send ya dan de nyina me akura me tira fidie manu se me boni hu de ro ka no. Me se papa die wo ka no kura kasa papa wo ye kukudurofo wo nsuro hwe papa kita record se kire say eyade je se nyuma de we bie ankasa utie ye say ane ya ba ye former president Kufuor dia wo ne dia wo jade to honom ye shoda na anoda Kufuor ado a wo jade dia to honom enti ye sa so ede Kennedy ohine Japan ebeba na wono so na ebrese wo fura be mu no na che se enwuma ne ade de no bie ankasa ede ama yuta enne wo mu ne adwuma ye yuta enne wo mu tifie yuta enne wo makosuku be 3 to 4 years na nso ye mposi wo mu gidie shonko atimemufo nyina no ewo Kennedy ohine Japan mu no eno ena ama wo mu dodo na akwakopie mu ewo enkramante mu a wo mu nyina no ehwe nim se Kennedy ohine Japan ebeba be submit the forms no na eja ensem biara opeso wo de tudwa bia so no wetimi ede atudwa Kennedy de enkrofo aka na Kennedy kasa ni ha na Kennedy nya presidential material masa se ye benya wo bia enne ni sune ne ban be ye te se jeje de enne obetia yen de enne obe correct ye na wo be bia adwuma maye na obe ma ye boto maye de na obe ma ye nsa atumi akoya no a ebusua mi se ya meti henka mini problem esan say wo bi beba na nipa ne beba be dwere num de beba be kire Ghana for ni ye be ma na tire kunwa ne so 4 years 8 years na be kwa wie kire no wonja bibi papa bi amfa to hon fa ma Ghana for de anka wo bi mra no medi yatem na wo mebie ndwuma wo mesisi schools o me ye ne ma sefata che se tourist ni ade nyina no wo mesisi tourist site mfa ma yen na sikantumi mba hanom na sikantumi hyetimemufo ye botomu ma eno a ene ye ni hwade hu ana se no ane de ama Yesu a ye tie mu efre Kennedy ohine Japan Kennedy de bia me ka me se sa atwa record no ya de okita when ye fiansa me betena hanum se ni ma pense mu ni ade na me to me nsem yihwi abrante ye fre ni mrekudu kai wo grantee interview ewa asasi radio eni ebisa ne say edebe mpa na wo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho a ema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eye special na brante ne sha ase so wo kasa no na ma adwen yem say bia Kennedy ohine Japan ho asem na oka because me ya meti he say de na wo kasa ina ne bibia kire say nye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne qualities ana say bibia ma Bawumia eye special en wo di tudwa wo kasa no wo be kire say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia che say youth ne da kuma so oyo obi a wo bebie ndwuma de ama YouTube na me say Bawumia ben na mrekudu ke yo ka na wasem Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ya MPP for 16 years na anu ada election wo de anim gwase awie ba ye ana se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ben de ye nim na wo be cast one day no ye mate ne keke no ana se de na anu ade wo be share ye ma me no mo makola bose wo ba obe su toilet de ama wo mu ana se Bawumia ben de wo so ye economic measure ya so ye de Ghana manyokonu ye de Ghana ye sikasem nyina share ne nsa wo be wie Ghana wakas wache $1 no e de ahye dem ekọ wie kire no na $1 Ghana cedi $1 eye 16 Ghana cedis no anase Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ben asem no oka de wo mama wo mote napko abesi ne 700 Ghana cedis impodo ye ntumi entua amfa ma napkofo no anase Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ben na wo wie ye no eno oche se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de wo wotema nam se mi hu se Bawumia wotema o ye ka wo bia wo wotema wo bia jese ne nyonko hu kire na na eye ne ya mia miti he de minim se Kennedy ohine Japan esan se Kennedy aye niama bebra e kire se wo bi hu kire na eye ne ya medibo kopie mu e wo konfa no chi a e wo honom empa wheelchair ni ade medibo kopie mu enkramante mu so kopie mu e wo 37 military hospital eno so si cardio center e de ma wo mu intini tima bempa na ne de no mrekudu kanani abedi jese wo chire mu na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wotema ena sisi ane nkrofo wo medi dem ni ade nyina no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia hwe wo na mzie masajai dedere jai kasa no de yeti memufo ne nim ne se ni part so krasa records ne se ohu se ne nyonko hu kire na chese bibi ye ne Kennedy ohine Japan aside Kennedy or in Japan. Candidates are women, sa qualities are a Mrekuduka. When Yabri just a Wubrugo on me, it would be a new one majesty say, na effata, sir, Odema, a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Mrekuduka say, Miminim Wamakuma Muye Pasa Bratero. Why Yada Kennedy or in Japan, but on him said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, no Buga, Papa, and Yama Kwabonekra went to be Canon Tirandia. Osimwe, Yankwa, Yendi, Chibisa, and I just end the Abia appointment the day. What the Biama about Kennedy, dear. Sasa adwe money mentality bi kitawa the moment obe one appointment na be di nkwasi asem no enter sa adenche na wo mra no na just ye yiwedi na na wo letter da on money no nonsense man enti sa qualities ya Mrekudu kana na ni abede a no acheche mi ni ade ina no me amiti ye minim se ko Elma Kennedy o hine Japan credit no enko enfama assassin radio yenko na yenko tie Mrekudu ka ensem emrasisia.
What is special about Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia?
Ni speciality. Oyebia. Ame ada oyem asemhia kese. O mabrabom you obi osuro Nyankopon. Because obi osuro Nyame bia heartless.
Yeah.
Na me priority them the access nipa you bia osuro Nyame. Na oyobia osuro Nyame. Oyobia oyede mesan second box or the ethic mam. Nye there oyobia or tema nye baze ibia ohun hienya ohun mobor obia ohun sabi obia wezidama ohun mobor sisi ameka say amanfa wezidama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na razini sika hwe won tutu nara especially eko one offending leprosy.
Yeah.
What adopting one onyende ibia odwin the job creation job do be creating juma amamranti wetumwaye obia sabi America vice president otum reference in there ada oda betimu pon oda be ofata na mso woto aba mama mso ba be ye bi ebi nsi da wa Africa ha the America fu betum reference something good of Ghana Africa ebi nsi obia America fu betum reference the na dwumu do na them drones nsem yoda be ofa muja NDC foka de oyaza okohwe mesafo wogwar wogwaye look at this the man so abra ye discover oil and wa kohwesem no onso wasa ya jongo obai no na them block ya them na excuses now them drones you know what okohwe nkofo ho wogwaye and look at what he's doing even America wa reference and if you're asking me the qualities are hwe ibia otedam otum creating Juma. And in Juma no is not like there or you be a problem solver. Obi on who there sebe Ghana ha yen economy no. So bituma ye ya jide yenya gold backed economy. Wotum adwena no obi an omma obi an tirim. And this fu bae wo ko ho gidi. Why? Those days one obedient gold pon. Because no our consolidated fund. We need to ring fence the revenue stream of gold.
Yeah.
And to minerals income investment fund. And to MDF just to support the developmental agenda of the respective mining communities. Nipa odwin kwechir onye KKK na dwene defoma or create opportunities for people. Or create opportunities for his country. That is what we are talking about. You are there. Ghana. Baby Ayakwa we need to do better. Because Singapore. Now I was surprised. In Ghana na Singapore per capita income. And Ghana per capita income. Started the same. And do Singapore, will you ask the baby said the master will shut up. Because on fat tampo there, they compare Singapore in any way. But yen no what they akohoma body sika the same akohoma body sika no they say yensa de yankobobra nya yagua nyima sepoto. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say oba he's going to connect all regional capitals with train lines. He will make sure that this country all the regional capitals will connect with train lines. And so we need to expand Accra. Accra is congested. Now, say some of the ministries, say Agreka, who are predominantly with the anti-farming, we need to send it there so that concentration will go. Say energy, we need to send the energy ministry to a regional if you don't know, so that the concentration will be there. Lands and natural resources, where do you place it? Or not arguably, we better the land in this way Accra. And the resources in Kano, so baby, the land is also in Accra. We can even maintain it here. Now, that is how other countries we develop in Abidjan, no, a capital of Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
No, ye capital call Yamusukro. Why? Now, Nama was where you know Abidjan, walk one to Tanko. But Yamusukro also Wabe fell. That is how you expand the country. Into Ipia or Kasa on Sharoba, nor Kasa or Kansama. Obama hope. He's the person you need to follow. He's the person you need to accept. Niye in Sambia when he had a manual 70, a yonya muniminia, and a manker, and a yamian quasam. But who can really work? Yeah, ma yere canina. My canine. Senipano so yet will be our accept people. It will be difficult. Now you'll be on who you want. Nobody will even come and suggest anything to you.
Yeah.
Someone who you them I'm a lion. One of Bombshell. So me canine, ye come obia or ye affable. So that is one of the qualities of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. That is very affable. Abotum akawa sembiara is actually. And that is what Ghana needs. Ye here obia sabi omano oye
Ebusi amre kuduka ena yakwa akotie na bacha se wono na adwemu ni de onim se woka qualities of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba mi amiti he ne se ma woka ye nyina no menim se eye Kennedy ohine Japan ho asem en woka because Kennedy de me se sade achi anopa na wo wonkra mantemu na wo kwa akopie mu e wo Ken City Media chese wo Madina Zongo Junction na wo hwe nipa chese wo mabodompem wo ebi beji wo mu school fees ebi be pe aduane a wo mo be kwa ni adia eyade ebedu wonsem yes Kennedy ogine Japan de wo bia nsuro no enyese bia wo ye obi agese nanim ye hu ni ade debi me say ye wo ye strict ne de ye to check the man 100% ba wo ka say ye po obi agese ne hu ye hu wo bi oye afa bo na agese obi abetimi akọ nanim na obetimi de nsem bia akọ tudwa. If you want to become a presidential candidate, one thing you need to know say enyese ye say I was when you ma obi akwanya ne mane ba wonche ntino na wo so de anopa na kese de so fa so bi ani so de enfa mo bi ambre Ghana for kwa na wani abedi a wo fefe wo se ho ne ade na anu adamia na metira fidiem ha ena abrante ye friend fanti comedy ya wo bekeka Kwasi asem edifa helicopter crash nwe kwa wi eche wo se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ko frɛ ye ekoma ye man the VIP treatment ye yi ni free baby odade no ko tu baby for frage se na wo twa nenum wo ho. The fact that you want to become a presidential candidate or you want to become a president in this country and say you need to tolerate nonsense. Into some idea yam say as I said Bawumia bibi kwabo na ekura want to mean kan waka na no atum no eno no na ma ne ba be presidential material the day you people are lying to yourself wo bi just Kwasi asem kura no wo de esu ni fa so kura na wo sresre na the city and so kura de busu to be turn nipa off mpo enye no na sabre ya me no kasemre kuduka sa adwene na wo wutiri mu panti na wo di Bawumia chi dia then trust me say enye o man Ghana e na wo pe ni yie. Se sadwe na wo wutirim se Bawumia de wo muna opese de oye welcoming odu ehiafo ho ene ade ye wo presidential candidate a wono so de Kennedy ohine Japan na wono so tesa na we no wan betumi ameka de obeba be bie enwuma na Bawumia no be ye vice president 8 years enwuma obi ye na wen amre kuduka 8 years na Bawumia no enjuma na wo bie ye na wen but Kennedy their records na wo honom inti sa adwene da otirim no masa Pepe baby too, we are ready. See ever supporting Kennedy, and it is Kennedy and him alone. Will be a no one man. Can Sabre Yamanoka say the idea Kennedy or Japan was submitting the nomination forms, no, and was submitting now on the same two job. Now, Nesama were the two Jano and watch the same. MPP party no, idea one who was showing na yen kabum. was se mutumi ka mo ho bom a eyade a 2028 mo betumi edi nkunim was ya be ya nyame ya adoma won the 31st of January mo be kwa akwoto yi se NPP amanyoko no eye bibia frenchem obi ya nkodi nkwasi asem obi ya nkobu obi ya nkopai obi ani ya nkodi nsemhunu ya nkoye na ya nwie bi mfema nipa ba akodi a wose ende di obere no obeti ase basemunim na mukwaye de mope na se de na anu ade kosi ye ma ala nkojo chairmanten wo free party ni mu ai ma wo Kennedy shuni bubefu ye be di ni showdown e ba so be ma na do showdown be ma ba mi showdown se saade ni bi kosi di a wo se ande mo sha sapo mu nsuo won ka se woni obi e ba be ko wono asumje e na wo hwehwe e na sa asumje ni nso na wono Kennedy ohene Japan na hwehwe no empenifu amoda party na no aba na ye kwa akoto no nyame ya adoma January 31st Munsheye na bibia amfo obi nsase munsheye na nsemunu bia nkosho munsheye ni manko wiemu amanipa baako munsheye na ballot papers ni manko stamp bi so amfa amanipa baako eye internal election wenye general election mu po obi obeba bedi party nanim na 2028 wakwa akwaje frank anede yaba na party no motumi abetena egwa so enye se presidential candidate na mo hwehwe na se flag bearer bi e na mo hwehwe kekeo and they were the supporters ni na so akasa na everybody to dware say wasi asumje ye nyina ye nim say right after say MPP amanyoko losing 2024 election when it comes to Kennedy ohene Japan wa chese ne message ba ko na say preaching ba ko wo preach papa e ya asumje de bia wo kasa e the for peace home. I say unity our party ni mu a bibia betimi akokama ba wetime wakame na ba mi supporters e fire na Brian dey fire na Kennedy dey fire wo se no kwa de e yade a entumi emboa eye MPP amanyoko no na no da metra video ma no ze me ka jam say Brian e champion sisi ane de wati free o share Brian ati free ankasa Brian e champions wonti obi ya case ene e ba me supporters amone na ma ba fonte video show na mudi nsebu no mudi nkwasi asem so wono no e the tribal conflict e ba o mamu no was wonti mu case na mo ba wo mi ya no wo bie no hono ma wo support na e che ono Brian e champion ba eniema bi wo hono ma wono ankasa mu watena se adwunu wo ehunu say yes so e de ba wo mi ya ba nya de e babua wo si Eastern region 2024 election wono supported Bawumia wo disika supported Bawumia mpo eche na nado danko ekufuado e na sansema na anu ada na nado so be ka say wo be win 2016 election ni pa je so funding no ni pa wo support ni ni bottom sika e bo ane papa e yo no Brian e champion se na anu ada ko shia e na nado danko ekufuado kwa no wa ma twetwe nkomo edifa ho wase Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wabua ni Eastern Radio honum 2024 election osi nipa ba ku bia akra no o ma ne $1,500 a enya asem ketua na this time no wono bre na wabre wo party na ya di oba bedi Bawumia echi o debi wabua party no enu ntu wosere se eduru honum nso atimemfo efa kokromete no ento abanfa ma no yenkwe na yenkotie Brian Champion sebeja wono so editu dwa no
Dr. Bawumia's primaries in 2023, he didn't bring a penny into Eastern region. I paid every single penny for him to become flag bearer of this party. He didn't pay the penny. He didn't pay a penny. All the constituency executive, everybody collected how much? No, the primaries 2023, the dollar. How much did you collect? Everybody collected $1,500. Super delegates. Yes. Super delegates. Yesterday I was in Kumasi at the Otumfuo's funeral. Not him, but the Queen Mother, Ashanti Queen Mother's funeral. And I met President Kufuor for dinner, and he said, yeah. Yes, we say what fund the party no say Obi and I'm saying I. Because in 2016-17 you said that I was the single largest contributor of you coming to power. You said it. And it is a fact. 2024, and I am telling you that I funded Dr. Bawumia more than I even funded the Kufuor. Yes. I'm happy that 2/3 of the people here are from the Eastern region.
Yes, sure.
And this thing that I'm going to tell you, this is the last region. So I've met 14
Yeah.
14 regions. And this thing that I'm going to say,
Era Brian Champo and Yakwa Nsem Abano and to watch I just say you constituency executive will be $1,500. Always capao. Say each person be $1,500 a year. Let us say yes, Kakatola about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 2024 Brian Champo support one. What did he see support? Say it and say Brian Champo was one for the Panya Shadi and let's say what to be and say what to be. Now what Brian Champo Naga say this whole tribal conflict here, yes, what the bay and what trend papa. And on Russia Saba Button was say, Bawumia supporters, and yet the mobile can may Brian Champo, Buma Bemo, Debbie. For now, I am focused. More candidates, I am Bawumiano, Yadane one party, no, Mampusino Kusasin, Tokwane, Yanka say you're not an amnesty to Kwane Baye, but one day Yawuna tomb, and at the moment I want to me and never 100,000 yet never 200,000 times. Santo Kwani Tunyancha yedi Kusasi for Becaseni yet the neighbor see a man prusi for Benya Hapan and to Roma Fakukobotino and Twaba and Famano into no brand a champion and then some our can another will go swage in a honor but for now need or you focus not yet nama befontain video shows a brave Bawumia Becca say will be anchored you obey to me aye the obey to me aye no obey to me a can member na mbe attack on ebra no obrede ama party no before the 2016 election ne de obi ehun se oye man prusi ni obi ehun se oye kremoni obi ehun se ne wo kedi Semira Bawumia so e yade a won ye Ghana nim na oye ye no wo be ka rich ideas Kwasi Kwarteng say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aye ye wate rich ideas be na wo just say 16 solid years when to me tons are rich ideas be na wo honoma wo bia ye ma be ye vice president for 8 solid years when to me tons are rich ideas na say when to me afasa are rich ideas no afam boa na do dan kwekufuado na ka wo be ye flag bearer de ma MPP amanyoko 2020 2024 when to me ampranko wanim na when to me anim kunim wo so no sa rich ideas ne ade no o ti ana just bibi ya ye no and was say debi amekura meka me say if you wanna be a leader you need to accept criticism was it Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia we ade papa bi e ba party ni mu bi ade ayo no a ba de boni bi a chese course we MPP party ni mu no enye ono was sane ma ne nko na eya na Bawumia ye no e ma ne la ke kura so obesa ba be ye flag bearer kura de ama MPP amanyoko ni 2028 wo wie no kire se Ghana card ba ye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kire Ghana fo nyina so ono na de ba ye drone na de ye ba ya na anu ada ha na bishu bekas wo mo de ba betwa eye ma wo mu dwale de ade ero so de Bawumia eje ho fansa na Mr. Digitalization wono na de ba ye tini ye mosem fama ne ye huhuri ye jump ye Bawumia ni o Bawumia ni e de one day straight one ambulance de Bawumia so beje ta na ni aso se eye wono no de ba ye chese bibi papa bi e ko so na na ro dan kwakufu ado na aba mu bia no Bawumia se no de mekan na ne ma bone ye ba ye de Bawumia se o me ba cho me de me mo hwe me na me ye mate keke ne mate me kura no economic management team anu ya na mu kaze me na me da no me na me ye mate keke ye ba tofu wo mu mpo yanka nkire me ye ba be ye ye ba to light bill mu yanka nkire me chese bibi bone bia re kwa so na na do dan kwakufu ado aba mu bia Bawumia so no de woni moshe oye saint ankasa neno ena eja Kwasi Kwarteng wono so ekasa edema Canada ohine Japan wagina so dia tutu bi de mu ade ankasa ede ama Bawumia no se masa jai de wo keka le jai de wo keka no uye peni a e wo se ne ma bone bi e yakasa waye wutumi gitum na wo accept na ne obepa Ghana for chewa so Ghana for e wo se me ka se me ba o man Ghana economy no meye ne ye ba unfortunately ne ma jiminsem mesramu we de mikita mu nemu mafom momate momfa nche me na bi nsibio na timamufu ahun se wo ba be patron ye do bo na echewa ye do bo na echew na de bibi boni biara be kwatwi be kwbrema bia we de wo so nim ho hye na jese wo na ye nsanfa wo mra se be ye flag bearer no ade papa ben e na wo ye o se rich ideas de ye fantu baby na Dr. Mahmood Bawumia rich ideas bi enu honom wo be yanko ye ne dada ye se kwatere kwaso wo be mantoma e ye tie ne di 8 years wo tumi afa rich ideas number enye 2028 ero the rich ideas biara ebeba video credit no enko enfama GH1 TV wo madaroma ene yetumi nya video yi bia ye show ye de show mo ewo Kumasi online TV Tik TV and Friends of Ken TV yanko na yenkotie Kwasi Kwarteng nsem no emrasisia.
AGBA sat in the city you're sitting in last week and says that Dr. Bawumia's rich ideas are so rich that Ghana cannot afford not to have that man in the seat to implement those ideas.
So those rich ideas, when did they come? After 16 years of political leadership, or he had them and he couldn't have the space to implement them, or what?
Yeah, he was not the driver.
Nana Akufo-Addo soma our mami of the economic management team no so emma me se me hwe so na o mami sa space no bitumi aye adwuma aboa no so see we are very happy with the exchange rate no.
You see this whole point about, let me tell you, one of the greatest trademark of every great leader is your ability to own up to responsibilities. You were not the driver, but you say Ghana card, you did it, right? You were not the driver, you say E-Gate, you did it. You were not the driver, but Bank of Ghana, you did it. You were not the driver, but everything that borders on technology. Of course, I mean, the economy was not doing well. When the economy was doing well, he arrested the CD and gave the keys to the IGP. Is that not the case? But when the economy was not doing well, he now became silent on the economy. No, at that time, he's a mate. Then, or if he was not the driver, how come a lot of things they're able to attribute it to him? You see, for me, that argument is not only illogical, but it's also completely unintelligent. The argument that you elect and select what you want to own up and take responsibility for. So Akufo-Addo was what? An evil or what? No. You see, I've always maintained that Akufo-Addo's legacy and track record is going to even take us into 2028. You see, Akufo-Addo, I mean, like any human being, like I indicated, has his strengths and has his shortcomings. Look at the election result that I just showed you. 5.8 million in 2020 to 6.7 million. You think Ghanaians didn't know what they were doing? In 2020, they still believed in him. Akufo-Addo's popularity started coming down post-COVID, the last 2 years, where things went south, the economy had almost broken, and it was even a prophecy that he had earlier given, when he said, we know how to bring back human lives, sorry, the economy, but we do not know how to bring back human life. Yeah. It was a projection that the economy could break down. But when the economy broke down and things had gone south, and the ordinary Ghanaian felt that for us it's bread and butter issues. We don't care whether the economy is, we don't care whether you cause it or not. But for us, we need things to start running. Ghanaians didn't care. They didn't even care about the comparative analysis that was being done, comparing our situation to the rest of the world. In that case, if you're a leader, sometimes frustration may also set in. And of course, I mean, a bit of pushing and other things too was something that maybe we could have improved as a people, and also most importantly, communication. But I've always maintained that the best president we've ever had in our history is President Akufo-Addo. Take his manifesto, go through the promises that he gave, and tell me which one of them he did not honor. Maybe in terms of satisfaction or fully implementing those policies, he was not able to. But I mean, things are hard. So there is e-levy, there is betting tax, there is DDEP. You have to take responsibility, apologize to the people, and tell them that it's just situational, and with time, things will change. But if you come and say that, I am not part, those ones are my boss, do you think people will trust you?
Interesting. Well,
Kwasi Kwarteng wakasa the Kennedy on hini Japan ena yakwa kotie nsem ewo GH1 TV abasisi a watch say Dr. Mahmood Bawumia so our rich ideas 16 years ni then a rich ideas no wo de ye enye na chese wako opposition and wo ba be chese so rich ideas a wonko bi adwuma na won fa ma ne ma na eja ne nkwala wo be employee wo mo no wo mo hwe so wo betumi aye adwuma so wo betumi aye de na Ghana no wo back Ghana for budget. And I am still wondering, say, baby, I have a bedroom do we have people who still think that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is a rightful person? What to me, Ababa, my Ghana, Yesikasem, and to me, Ejina Braniana, me, I'm a party, meaning said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, or Feli Ghanaians, or my Ghana for your sassy form, and some Brana MPB Nyawini election that is somewhere 2025, 2026. Now, what can never Ghana for who say, hey, any about me, my dear Papa Po, just say, you go find if you Bank of Ghana, and then a buy, in the said there was if I Kasane said it was if I Nedian, $1 no, not just any Amabetimia Peke dia May, but ABRONYE fan from 2016 to 2020, dear, oh, Simwe, Naya 2020, Abani, you was 2024. After you said, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, now a economic measure, no, now feed your papa, baby, or digitalization, hey, papa, digitalization, Ghana for show, on Tessa, oh my Ghana economy, nimpo dear. Hey, one more one podium. Hey, yeah, Cassena, eh, Bawumia, Nadole, ya, which ye, why ne reaki at Sadole, eh, Janissa, oh, Bawumia, one come, even as at the time, warrior campaign in Posa Ghana for Fakumatin to about money 2024. Baby, and one of my Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, what Jina ya, or Kaksaye, and follow my God economy. No, baby, obey Jinebia, digitalization, Namada, Metzna video, my besides. And what form would the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia would you mess ye papa pass a comment session? I say, one card ya back part 2024. Now Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a preacher says memo for to about their money dear. Wababa ye single one in Pono Ebushia Obian Kaibi. Not just a message na as at that time now what on nay be a modru free senior high school mudi Ghana for Ashumana 2020. Yes, and another down Kugufado to us and what to us. But not 2024 said the na economy ne sifati ti aprapa nsam na wontu bi safa free senior high school e fam bedada ye Ghana fu ankasa ene ye to aba editi a John Dramani Mahama in 2016 and in 2020 by ye hwe Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ye be hu sese ye be sapa to aba de ma Bawumia so o mawie mbeku ye kodwo to de ene ka ba da na John Dramani Mahama na ye pame ne se wa born o didum so aba chire Ghana fu akon mo hia ba o man ni mu no ene ka ye nkwafa ne mbre son say there were economic measure yampono wama timemufo yensesi fom wama ekomi kuyen wama man ni mu ayeden ene say 2024 amafu kwoto abani say boom 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 edema John Dramani Mahama sano nti so wo sa kire so wo rich ideas ne dia so rich ideas ne 16 years yehu a ana 8 years obey vice president yehu a enye de na MPP amanyokuo no eko opposition and oba be kire say or rich ideas sanko obehye ye man kenye ne no obehye ye man ko hye ye ma da metro so edi amamode a na je Kwasi Kwarteng ya wasan tutu bibiom asa so di amabawomia na nanu ABRONYE champion statement you be make ye say kusasi ni mamprusifu ntokwe ena Kwasi Kwarteng ye ka say oh asema ka ABRONYE champion ka ye eye no kure o boni bi enim de obi obejire baby aka say asema ABRONYE champion ka ye boni bi wom no sa nipa no ye koshini asema ABRONYE champion ka ye ne boni pa ne say won ka bibi boni bi asema o ka ye no e asema je say ye no kure e asema eda honom ye nyina ye nim Bawumia sole anu odi ni data the data is there it is a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nkasa ndi ase dia and na just wo tu fa no no nkasa enkohwe data no wo kohwe data na wo who say 1992 ebesi 2024 MPP nko election a chese nim gwase awie poto say ebi chichire MP before kon de biara da no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de ye ka ye be ka ni say oh arokwa de you are victim of circumstance why you victim of circumstance kura na ya sam no kura enya de ye be twantro kusasi fu anto abana afama no wasaba maprusi ni kusasi ndokwei enya de eba be jai no ma ba be kase na Bawumia ye mampu be say wasaba kusasi fu no wa mfa kokomotene nto aba afama no na wo wie ye na ende so obe kire ye history kakra na history ni mu no en wo ba be ka bibi magana fu nyina no ya te say e ba ne tribal and then religious politics there eyade wo ye eyade ye for sure so and no ABRONYE champion ka say sanka wono wo ye aka ni no and na ye ba beto aba ene wo ka kire ntimemufo nyina say media me ya kan ni ntimi di vote ne ebeba na ekwa wie kire bride champion na fa vote na manke buhwe sa bre nka ya ye ni say ya ye ni death kaya kuna nkasa kasa be ya bride champion ya bada say duemu kaya mpekurasi ye beti ni die sase ye beka say wo ya kan ni na one fa vote number na na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de gentle gently one day one fa vote number na Ghana for ye ka wo bia mbese ye beke according to Kwasi Kwarteng wo say asema bride champion kai yon de obo sebankasa elma bride champion entro bi anim na asem we Kennedy kura kwaka ibebusua ye be huru Kennedy ankasa na nya asem keto na chese de bia me ka asem we me say enkrofo wa MPP party ni mo they themselves they know say Bawumia you cannot sell Bawumia. If you sell Bawumia kura you not even get any profit, you not even get a buyer. But anam niema ba kum yenu binti no wo me nyina no wo mu ni choice wo mu di ekire sa bride champion se no di Bawumia echi. And okay, was who just a sika just was saying Bawumia campaign. Na ready akra wan say sikasa. Na shu no who said. Sorry, onu who said there be some de Bawumia sa ba se mi be di Bawumia chia emwa. Educhum. Ya former education minister no di Bawumia chi. Na afie ko wie che. Omo akase nim se Bawumia ne ye ton na timemu fompe. Nti minim ne nti eso na wo mbese wo de Bawumia ebe chichire Ghana fo ko. E de Kwasi Kwarteng je so kasa ne makele de ohine Japan ye Awurade abusua ensam de wa prove bi e de gu hono mankasa no so credit no enko enfama GH1 TV yenko na yenko tie ensam no emra sisia.
Oh, religion doesn't play, tribalism doesn't play. The Afrobarometer report didn't say that. He said that religion is about 18%. Musa Dankwa also says about 11%. So the data, he's a data man. Brian recently spoke the very hard truth. Unfortunately, he's been criticized by the Bawumia team that he's engaging in tribalism.
So what Brian said was that...
Let me show you a data. They should project one of the data on I don't know if
yes, we do have that, and so we'll get that.
Yes, this one.
Shortly. This one.
Yeah, this one. You may be a victim of secularism, but this is the MPP presidential votes in the Kusau zone, 2016, 2020, and 2024. You check Zebila, 18,580. Yes. Then it went to 15,000. Then Dr. Bawumia in 2024 had 4,000, from 15 to 4,000. From 15,000 to 4,000. Binduru, 8,000, 10,000, from 10,000 to 2,000. Boko Central, 19, 20,000 to 13,000. Depreciation of about 7,000 votes. Then you come to Pusiga, 11,000, 12,000, 10,000. There's always a downtrend. Garu, 8,000, 8,000, then he went to 3,000. Tempani, 11,000, 14,000, 6,000. Now look at the cumulative figure. 78,000, no, the cumulative figure, 78,000 to 81,000.
Yeah.
Then, from his boss' previous performance, divide it by 2.
That's 40,000.
Yes. And you tell me it didn't have an impact on you. If it didn't have an impact on you, so you are also jettisoning the press conference that was also done by the Kusau community, cautioning and threatening all Kusau not to vote for Dr. Bawumia. That one, if maybe from your own data, you said it didn't have an impact, but the data does not support that. Well, the tribal conference did not have an impact. It supports that analogy. But I'm saying that even going beyond that, we also heard of the press conference. It's in the media. It's in the media, and I have it here, that the Kusau people said, we shouldn't vote for you, so what are you talking about? We are not saying that you engineered the war. We are not saying that you caused it. Of course, you have been blamed by the Kusau people that you are behind it. I mean, it's a sensitive area. I've been there. It's not an area that I'm comfortable talking about. But the principle that I'm raising is that it is not true when people tell you that in terms of voter behavior, it's not influenced by tribe and religion. Voter behavior has always, all over the world, been influenced by tribe and religion. Barack Obama, when the Americans demanded that he has to show his religious identity, whether he's a Muslim or a Christian, he has to let them know that he even takes communion, right? This is America proud themselves. They are human rights. They are open. There is fairness. Haven't women sued twice on their ticket in recent times? Hillary and Kamala. But they voted to demonstrate that America is a male country. Why? That is the poster. That is the culture of the people. That America is a male country. So haven't Mrs. Kuredu stood before? Haven't ever had women? Why didn't you vote for them? Are they no more women voters than male voters? So the culture of the people, the religion of the people, the values of the people always come to play.
Right.
And Dr. Bawumia wants us to accept that he only works when he's contesting for primaries. But when he loses the general election, and we are using his own data to point to him that, yes, you may not have engineered any war. We will refer to you. But in terms of the results, it may have a persuasive influence on you. People then throw in a very weak and unintelligent analogy by saying that, so if you go to other places, you did also call. You see, the point is that if people don't come out to vote for the presidential candidate, they won't even come to the polling station to even end up voting for the parliamentary candidate because the election is conducted at the same time.
Right.
You go to places like Western North, the Hafos, the Bunu East and Co. For instance, this Kusau Bampusi conflict, you have about 25% of voters in the Western North and Ahafo and the Bunu East being Kusau. So if people are losing there, what is so much of a big deal to it? These are about 1.2 million people. And they also have allies. The closest allies, like the Hogomers, they should be around over 1 million people. 2.2 million people. How many votes people refuse to vote? That's about 2.1 million people. And traditionally, why is it that even with all the votes that he had, despite his non-performance of reducing in votes in 15 regions, with the exception of North East, it still took the Akan communities and Akan regions.
Japan Kwasi Kwarteng and Yasanso. Aquacotere Semaba was Yane Bawumia, he's just a victim of circumstance. As I'm not just a Brian Champion Kayen, and one of the hardest truth pa and a Wakanisano. But if you Yasama Wakayen, no cre. Trodo. Mesha si ane mekachira musen nano ya bekwa nkramantemu na yakwa kwotwetwe enkomo e dia fa Kennedy ohene Japan and de ya cheso submit eye ne nomination form the sabre ya me ka say ya dia Florence ewa ahoma ne so agese be mana kwa ba shonko e dia ba showdown jumedi so Florence
nana ya ta
bibia bakọ de
ya me adum bibia e kwaso pa
eniema te say ewo honom.
So far, so good. It's a day that you get in Nano, Abba, the way that 70 many, 8 police that cry at the attempt to take one of what you're for there. And I ever tell you that we pray for Paul, our own soul. I went up at the top of the Adama, and TV, Amayo Polo. I know what part of the and Abba, and that was there. So then the phone slow issue at the so far, so yeah. Or the abandoned and I had that. I will bet you and we must NTP party office. But when you shot your party for Doma or Papa Chipa, I have the children and I had them get you up. I got them. I got that. Let me so far so good. And me papa. I'm a kind of papa. And you put it down. Okay, Florence, not just a year to us here. Kennedy ohene Japan and the day no. And young cran phone kwan the question no maybe free different regions. Roman no Ababe PM1 Cramante, men people manyo the party office. Nana ya one me say anya da kwetu akwa ya baka ni say to dey we no so far so good anya kan for no mo host program no na mo mo je aya san so me je ku ma so and the program of the mu ba san so and I am I am a list of people I am editing come le bole ga sabana meje anyway I don't the so ababa the mu e ma so to
Okay, now Florence, what can one seven? What's stress? Be free temale, be free yendi ni adi just say encremofo na kasamuno. Wama ye ready say wamo shop or take Kennedy or in Japan.
And I had that one part of wine. I had the one I ever got the area that I had to with the
Nemprofo.
I had your way now about Canada, who had upon the thing I had found which was a reason a job. And I tell you, Canada, who have put a photo for a fire of one. I'm going to Dr. Latimer with our fire. I tell you, my penetration was doing a South when I know order. After your son, the money let the alpha more, and it's so much that I don't know what's over there and this. I'm not saying Canada for careful.
Okay, now any power would show woman in our Babe PMO, Ewo, a honomono, won't be so woman be say a debe shonkopa and a walk Kennedy Huntia, and then will quarter woman J won't be Biara, woman ye be free, Santa Mante will be free, a prayer mante money idea in our Babe PMO and Cremante.
Manayawa young person or if it's pocket as we become as the property as we become as to a young person who yet yet Yafa and for NTT delegate conference of that Yafa young person who never attended a good wake up or the speaker at the one a year for Sanko and other Kalati Mamuta any NTT positive of any of the speaker delegate that they are going to have. Then that takes the crime time up for the every man ever the general party ever said that they could with the phone. The jumping in for more or money more. Then another person was that person say a bunny of Shima party ever said. I could have with the phone and you said that was the mission. Therefore, I might penny for one bar for the ever Kennedy. I could have with the phone at the machine. And Shima was what they said they had the piano. Actually, I don't remember. And I'm out of the Gagga by and they show me that I had that papa at the back of my that's who and I got to see a set of more people. Emma did the edited and I suffered that I had done the one that took up took out at my entry of my own. Now, yes, I was the opponent at my entry of my own. I had 2028 election. Yeah, I'm going to put up with the phone. The best is that I'm going to get a jam.
Not just a month for one more in idea, one more share said delegates. Ever to Abano, Ediama Kennedy or Hine Japan, Yamia, do my January 31st, 2026. Now, one more short to Abadiama Kennedy 2028 to Abayam Penny.
Can I ask wouldn't be say I just said your final emu ayadena enipa otaba the better gun not to buy Edman where you are Kennedy. I'll prepare Japan with that say in Juma would watch a take your one a businessman. Yeah. Now make item mediation for pay I said the next one I don't know but I am and that's all about the gun and on no plan, there were about on G payment to the another, but the trial support the money out of my penny, or and yet our better. Never penny, where to the 12 pages, I was a young and a drag the year to me, and now on air, a young and sunny point now. And the factory that would have waited ever on mine. I did what said that I'm mining out there. And idea one about what or Jimmy Pound or what does the money come. I would be an officer than a point now at the mango. Now, that was a communication on the 31st of January 2026. The delegate forever was about what because today every woman said, almost a man or almost another man. One of them delegates going almost about a man. Yeah, what about the Costa Ghana? Eddie Emma Ghana, yes, Magana, so I'm sorry, I am
Okay, Florence, Meda was ye, papa, me akasa me share for ni bi a wo de send me, said ya mafo esifu ehuru, said ya mafo, e kasa se wo mu hiansesa ye, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de wo mu mpedi biom ni ade no. E kire se Kennedy a ene obi a kire se wo mu nyina no wo mu epe. De beto fo be free honu bia na ya de emesa so adwane aba beto a wo de ja, wo de aso metiefo ene mahwefo nyina.
Nana answer what be better for me. I am doing no Ebama make sure Kwasi online TV and Japoni is na. You better for me. I am doing no ever for me.
Okay, meda wasi ye papa. Ebusia Florence ena sabre ya mene moka say owo enkramante mu achese ebibia manyoko no wo mo party office de ekọ so e wo no mebra Kennedy ohene Japan submit eye ne forms no en wo boni nyina tofa ama ye nyina no ya so etumi atibi wutia chese enye enkrafo anko o ebi free Ashanti region ebi free Northern region ebi free Central region ebi free Brona Hafo region na ene Wednesday kura na yeda yedi be kwa ye adwuma na wo hwe sankrofo we nyina wo megye bibi biara wo mo ye no makwa kopie mu ankramantem yese ne basis na ebuhwanya basis ketwa and the basis ba se paper when yankrofo ya basi wo mo debi enkrofo wo mo say wo mo wo gidie e wo dosonko e de Kennedy ohene Japan wotie Florence a wo say in northern for kra na wo maba be pie mu e wo ankramantem no wo mo sama wo mo kanyina nse ebra wo mo kwa ahukire mu ebra na niema mu aye den e northern region no na ye wo candidate a wo no ni tu ne ho se wo ye north na o ye kremoni ye kremofo beto obade ama no na so ebra wo mo ho kire wo mo no e ya de asa candidate ri watumi akwaye wo mo mo bia Kennedy ohene Japan na wo no ni free asen Kennedy no free central region no wo no ene tu fa ekopie mu e northern region okoye wo mo adoye eno ntiri wo mo tumi ntina northern region honom sa keke debi senne Kennedy ohene Japan so was submitting the forms there ene na wo mo nyina asoro wo mo jaide wo mo ye bia no ma ba be pie wo ho ni esi youth no emebro no oh ebusu ejai wo mo nyina no so wo mo agidie dia wo bo be ba bia ndwuma en wo mo hwehwe na wo mo gidie hwo ne se Kennedy ohene Japan ono nko a ene obi a wo betumi aye sa adoye we nyina no e dia ma wo mo ebusu ya mesha se me ka kira mo se enne de ne so prophecy me de ba na prophecy no ekọ e dia ma nipa baako na ebusu ya se dia prophecy no anu ohye papa anu ohye o enye wo mo de ani bio debi prophecy no anu ohye kura chi no ade na me de ba ye no na before sa na me de prophecy ne be so mo no akwatia ba election ni abuhwa nyame yadoma September 2nd ebe kwhwim yade achese political party your friend Action People's Party wo mo candidate a wo mo presenting na your friend Ankoma ebe to be fonten fidie no so say yade achese easy wo mapam ni die free mu say ye hwe ne nkrata ne yade na chese yesi yade ba akopɛ no kra yesi tax clearance form yade a ebi ni manu ntino wo maka je ne say won tia fomo o nsi na contestant road to me e meka wo mo ho just wo no so etebrim ya de kopie mu e wo court na wo de kopie mu wo court anu wo hwe sanka court e fa injunction e fa nto so no sabe ya me mo ka say e ya de national communication director e de ma e ya action people's party wo no so de nsem bia tudwa ye friend no ye friend Debra ne Debra na Debra ne sama wo ka ne say waso no no hu ne sa say yi kududu bi e ya de say e kokosho say niema bi e just sisi ano e dai na di wa kwatia no ono hu ne say bia enya bokosa just kwan ya wo mo fa sure just wo mo candidate a wo mo present no wo mo ma ni si fom no wo ma dwe ho a won ti ase eno to wakotena Nit FM ene ne ebusua wo bo nchiremu ene nchiremu no gya ya chi kuro yi credit no enko for Nit FM a measure so be ka me ho ne yakọ na yakọ akotie abasisia ne ye ba na ejambe nkomhye no atoa mo so yentie emra sisia
ati eye Kenneth Nana Kwame Asamoah the party no enti danzo
nyankopon ne mede ni
na mona mode injunction akoto akwatia by election.
Yes, the yeast is not being fair. Yeast in your fair cry.
Ade.
You see, baby, I'm raw yenchine adwen. Tete ebisa for tax clearance certificate.
Every candidate no.
If you're a candidate.
But candidate in your wine.
David Ankoma.
Yes,
he's very popular. A very popular pan. Yes, very popular pan wakweti. But I want to say we year juma under the tent of the government. We're not buying a year juma. You pay tax. You toll tax. In so case of the tax clearance certificate. Any pan so your tax. You see, Tete.
A deputy commissioner.
Yes. Right. Now, interestingly, our friend of Crown Song I saw the string number friend and son of the file. Call. Only pakuni to your tax. You attend the tax. Also pay tax clearance certificate. Or ye Juma or Sabine as say an uncle businessman there. Then Mark wait Markaso or a businessman to decide tax clearance certificate in the bra. Until you say, baby, I'm Rawan Mark Yen China. That's a moon in our court. Now, Udu a Cotian Pessoaswa. Said now, David Kumai popular. No, bien nimu honor. Minim say ye MPP, say ye NDC in a home. Because I think 1 week ago, say you could share a place from the IGP. Therefore, a friend is saying, Kofi Akpalu, Nkrofor by, Yensu Yekoy, the MPP Koy, the NDC Koy.
Kofi Akpalu, the Oma withdraw from there.
No, at that time.
Okay, that time. Okay.
You could share. And I'm Mr. Tebisa and so, ye nipani niana. Say, yen qualifier, anki, yen kunshia, your friend say IGP and as a police from Bain. Yeah, ballot, yet also 3. If a 9 minutes, you also see what you have him. Now, so what you have him, Pona say.
From the reason is
tax clearance form amber
certificate.
Yen so you can your council. You say you need to your tax or a health worker. Into tax. No tax. And so that's up a tax clearance form. Then it means say you are not being fair to the person. Say I'm going back on a businessman. I only abandoning your juma. Then oh good case. So only abandoning your judgment. Only bet my insist up a tax clearance form. Because all kinds of
that's what the pay slips are
absolutely. Yeah, the BBS and home. I called Bossman, my friend Bossman, and I said,
you still need tax clearance certificate now.
That's what is insist on. And I answer say, so far as when back when you man at the hospice of the government, no tax and quantity. Yet, no. And besides, so all kinds say 127 regulation 8 now, or see if the person pays tax and now making preparation to pay tax. It's in quote. Even say we are making even preparation to pay tax. On the 18th or say on the 18th. On the 18th, no, almost sending a message in 5:12 p.m. I did see on the 19th they were demanding for it. It's in everything shows there is something fishy. For me, it is not being fair. Chairman, Anna, my chairman, a friend on for my national organizer, sign friend on for. Not only my strange number, me friend no for. Oh, me near church into one more yes, sir. Minim say David eye so popular wakotiane dia yem pese be reading minutes into it but ye can say baby amra wono ye nkyene adwe enu nti ye de injunction akoto so no we so hot ye nyina obi antwen
and injunction much secure
ya file yes so 28th of August Yes, on better so.
Okay, 28 near Yawa down.
Yes, Yawa that way.
Yawa down court in the better.
Court in the better so. We are hoping, and we know
say elections in Bernard fast tracking system.
And you must say dividend come part of it. Now, all your tax. Into who insisted so tax class.
Is that the only reason, Tia?
That is the only reason from the EC. And then EC reason on their mind. And I answer actually soon back on your tax. So far
as show evidence.
Yeah, the pay slips, everything. Actually say, your tax. So what else again? Strengths we are waiting in our if you that person pays tax at the end of the year. Today, then I'm going all because David is so popular. The MPP, the NDC, OBN himself, or a popular NC and accident. But they are supposed to be neutral. At the end of the day, they is supposed to be neutral. Into the MPC be reading minutes into it. Because in himself, normally neutral a some baby. Now some more insist to say, and into almost said yes, so specific. They knew what they were doing. Yeah, problem they say. So when say now there's no need of me I could see IGP. There's no need of me I ballot in Atos 3. Now what's sending message 5:12 p.m. I did also demanding for it. I mean, who does that? They are not being fair. Into Abana there, yeah, share your court back. Being himself so far as yeah, Namumbra Kwansun Kwadi. We are not losing at the end of the day. Into the best, minimum I'm saying now will be Casino no more check and say, Gombe to Cracker say, I think say,
yeah, no, come on, Franco anymore.
There is a likelihood because maybe I'm here, them run a fan. We are not losing. Tete and his people are not being fair. Oh, friend, onfa. Oh, the string number, friend, no afa. Oh, friend, Dr. Bossman, onfa. Oh, the string number from no afa. So what's the meaning of all this? They need to be fair to you because he himself, so far as the person pays tax. Ye nipa no or ye juma under the government yet no into what of a tax clearance certificate
yeah bra bedia ko a kasa edema ye Action People's Party ede yakwa akotie da ba ni nyina no ye no ada me betena hanim say court injunction na me ka kire mo say ade a wo mo akosere court ne say wo mo fanto ye akotia by election e be koso nyame ya adoma 2nd September no and na wo mo candidate a ye friend ankoma je say isi abeku kwan be show eyi no ede ne si abonti a wo mo so wo mo dwen ho a wo mo ntia se nipa no wo ya aban adwuma e na obi a wo ya aban adwuma bia so no at the end of the day no nipa no etua tax into se wo bana se wo be ka kire wo mo se wo mo fa tax clearance certificate mfambra na otumi provided the pay slip eni kwa senka we no ye bibia wo se mugina so na mode stop wo mo candidate no from contesting ba wo tie ne kasa ye mu a wo so no wo woni se bibi fish bi ekwoso sense wo mo nim se ade agese David Ankume wo ya popular papa wa kwetia and the NDC for nim na before nim no ngwafa wo de wo ni party bia so nim no ankwafa wodo na ye ready say chese sa ni pay de wo beto abade amanti e bia na no na nam so a ama chese wo ma no wo ma pam no e de free ma chese si a no ntumi contest ba nyame ya do ma eche na e na chese court no e betena say me so trust me say de better for me free honum bia no me de ni nyina no e be ba be so mo e wo showdown so e bu sia sa bra ya me mo ka say de prophecy ane prophecy na ba belande na prophecy ne belande ye no nipa ekọ edema no eye Kennedy ohini Japan enrada nyame difo a ye friend CL Zuwonu. I stand to be corrected again with the name what dem come share by ya na wo ka say APP amanyoko ni se wo mu nim na wo mo present Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enim gwasia wo mo be saage no echende wo mo gi 2024 na de Nyankopon wadan na didi a kire ne se Kennedy ohene Japan ena ye chosen one Prophet El Bernard so eden kom shabe no so kire se Kennedy ohene Japan na ekọ Prophet Kwarteng wono so den kom shaba eche se Kennedy ohine Japan eneko na sabre ya mene mo ka se de kom shafo frabusu abeto me na asodom eye Bishop Owusu na according to Bishop Owusu no wo se de twedi aponyankopon dan na di kire no ene ma twedi aponyankopon eche ni foni de kire no se Ghana fo pa sanka ye ti ye bom pai pa na nyankopon e kasa de egu yasuma ye ti a anka you say Kennedy ohine Japan anka ye hu se wo bank wo se ye da fom kra na papa no otietia ye so na se ye royal tade di same fom na papa no etietia so esan se ye pe wo bia wo vision wo bia wo bema wo man Ghana aye fe wo bia wo bema wo man Ghana aye to say European countries CBD ye na je se nyo bia Kennedy ohine Japan pe na ne nkom sha wo de ba ye no was say who say Kennedy ohine Japan ekita mantle no na sa mantle na Kennedy kita no chese businessmen na kuku dam ni ade no ma be pie mu my Ghana chese investment upon investment afidio hu ya ne se twede aponya kopon we twa baby dia che na chese o my Ghana adani Europe waso obesira nkasa se nyankopon de aponya kopon hatawe ne ba wa fa no ne ba wa choose no eye Kennedy ohine Japan enu ntini nyame aduma 31st of January 2026 mo amode kokrobotin be kwa akoto abani nyina no edini ye ba akope nipa ne ye ba akope sankofa de ye mpe de bi sankofa ye be se ye be report de ye mpe ye pe de nyankopon wasra ne ngo na the chosen one so eye Kennedy ohine Japan yankwa na yenkotie nkomhye we so emra sesia
the MPP race Kennedy Japan will take the mantle.
Yes, sir.
He will bring a certain realm of businessmen. I saw over 1 million businessmen, young men, that are erupting because he was carrying the king. I saw him with about 1 million horses, and I saw men, young men were sitting on the horses, and I saw them running. And I saw Ghana tend to be like Europe. I saw buildings. Yeah. I saw even old cities have become a new city. I saw Adabraka have been turned like a new city. I saw Makola have been turned like a new city. I saw Kantamanto have been turned like a new city.
Yes.
And the Lord said,
yes,
He will raise him and raise over 1 million businessmen.
Yeah.
Saith the Lord.
Yes, Lord.
On this prophetic enforcement summit,
yes,
I put a stamp.
Yes, Lord.
On this prophecy.
Yes, Lord.
Everybody watch it.
Yeah.
I saw the man win about 57.5 in their political race. 57.5. Watch the number. It will come to pass.
Amen.
Bishop Owusu enkomhye no elebusia wode atufom no wankasa uti enkomhye ni wie elebusia ho ya osai meje di say asofo de guma hudro uti enkomhye ni wie sisi ano ho gira ho so ankasa de bia ye tena ha ye kase ye wonkrofo wo ma ye ready se wo mo be so wo man no ye wonkrofo wo ma ye ready se wo mo be transform your man. This is a genuine man of God. Watch le say Kennedy ohine Japan ohun se wo kura mantle no na over 1 million businessmen na just wo ma be pie mu o man Ghana and investment upon investment ebushia enya asem ketwa na ne de wo sesa wo man Ghana yankasa ye makola ye kantomanto chese marketplaces ahodo baby kura ye nim se o de gata ye ho no ma ho de bon kakan ne ade ohun se Kennedy Japan sesa ne mama chese sa old cities ni nyina no ba ye foforo na no ada ye hwe ye age se bon kan ye dan kramantemi se muti Kennedy ohine Japan na asema wo kan ye mesi Kennedy ohine Japan is the only person na obetumi transforming Ghana. We are not asking MPP for anything. Yen kan kire MPP for say monfa sikambra yansa na yakoto aba. Yen kan kire MPP for say monkoto ka asema ye na yakoto aba. Yen kan kire MPP for say monhwode anopa bia mbeche aduane mfama ye asemba akopɛ ene ye ka kire MPP amanyokuo no. Wana nyame ya aduma wo mo beto aba ne say kokromote no enkasa enfama Kennedy ohine Japan na edinfo nkwamhye de twedi aponyankopon wakade afa wo man Ghana ho no entumi mremu candidate ne kasa utie Kennedy asema uhuni se Kennedy de wo demonstranko uhuni se Kennedy de wo kasa chese ahunhum nyina akure neje yesi se Kennedy ba pa no wo kasa na buhwe se mu weni na mu hwe se de heaven ho no wo musifu ebo se sifu himanki e beji wunsem abofo ne ade nyina no one more train Kennedy or Hine Japan. So Baba transform me. Woman Ghana, Ebsia Emre no Equa and Casamo, Modern Sheba, no, Major Brenna, Makinka, Ninano, Eddie Amau. I don't know, send me a phone line. Okay, maybe I can comment. Maybe I have a friend. Eba Jumedi and Swa 0550623377. Ubet to me Alfred Eba Jumedi and so 05500550623377. Normal call WhatsApp. Emubi Abe Frebia. Me bache Bema Kwenya now so do I denture Ede Aba. And let's see the post no eto honum. Kennedy Japan Dr. Bawumia, Dr. Yao Educhum and Brian Echampong. Brian Echampong enya 6%. Saso ena Dr. Yao Educhumenso enya 3%, Dr. Bawumia enya 11%, ena as usual Kennedy akompreko ohini e Japan wanoso enya 80%. Any power moto abane eneno eye 35 votes and nipa 35 ena to abano. This is not the only station that ye post CB. I think say mehu Insura FM 4 there, mehu Akoma 4 there, and anytime I want be post ni biano nipa wo lidi eye Kennedy do in Japan to work no I will say to me send a signal be the MPP benefit say Ghana for and show be adu almost sha Kennedy or in Japan make can comment ni be by and same since you say can a Japan no can no votes Ghanaians want Kennedy a Japan of course Emilia and so say in can we trust no can no vote can all the way Rebecca Yabua or see no can for Ghana Rebecca Yabua can all the way okay so no can no Ghana until the can all the way and same sisi was say Bawumia has no rich ideas chia okay Emilia say Ken is the only one who can lead NPP for victory 2028 in Ken we trust that is 2028 in Ken we trust and same sisi was say Bawumia is just destroying the party he should go away la Emilia we love you so much incoming NPP presidential candidate and incoming president of Ghana 2028 Ken all the way inshallah trading point Yankopon tie Ghana for you no yesu Emilia was Ken o Ken o say Ken a Japan Ken all the way Kennedy we love you just in the comment section I said there ni nyina no Kennedy wo hini a Japan wo no ena enipa bebre na ehwe nim se wo be take you over na chese eniema papa ewo ni mu nyina no wetimi aye ede aboa oman konkron Ghana emsi amemra no ekopa nti hana mrema mkwa neja ensoma nda me de besomo se showdown jumedie no medi ni nyina beba na ewie ye production team hana ATP baby biara obia no me wish speedy recovery saso na executive producer so Mr. Daniel yebo me so ameti na adwama nda dey eni jumedie besomo medi ni munim nada na ya se wa nyame ya do ba china ya wada ade ameba betena fidie manum se na medi o man Ghana ho sesem nyina so no aba besomo nya subscribe ya no subscribe dia mo share video we so ama unu ebo no so a share e dia ma obi fofo na comment section na senso no wo do wadwen share so afa honom e dia ma mo so am share wo Tik TV good evening enko enfama munyina nyame ado e china ya besan so e dia share for now ne dia makra mo